Welcome back to the channel, guys. It is your host that does the most, Spiritual Intellectual 777 here. Welcome to the House of Greatness. I hope that you guys are ready for a treat today, because today what I'm going to talk about is letting go of what no longer serves you. And what brought about this topic is, I was getting my meditation in and I was asking my angel / spirit guide / higher self, all that good stuff. What is it that I should talk about? And should I have an uncomfortable conversation with one of my family members? And, I was getting my meditation in and, I just felt like this strong pull to talk on this topic. Because, when you get on this journey, you are going to have to do a lot of letting go. And I mean a lot of letting go. And it's not always easy. I'll tell you, man, like this decision that I've just been pondering on, it was very, very uncomfortable. Like I said, I'm not going to get into detail just yet. I'll update you guys after the fact on what it is. But I don't feel like it's time yet to quite say what it is. But it's just like, it's like when you go through this path, it's really going to test you, and it's really going to see, like, are you going to follow through on what you say you're going to do, or are you going to fall back into those old habits? And see, now that we're in Libra season, it's like the energies of this month is just very, 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 very intense. Like, yes, Virgo season was intense. There was a lot of clearing. There was a lot of there's a lot of like stuff popping up, stuff that you thought you cleared, but it comes up again to see, like, have you really cleared it or have you not? And that's what a lot of us have been going through this Virgo season. And now that we're in Libra season, it's like things are about to take off. And it's a month that's going to, well, not a month, but it's a season that's going to determine, are you going to stay put where you are, or are you going to take those next steps that you're being guided to take? Because it's not always easy to do. Like I said, for example, let's say you might have an addiction to gaming. I'm just naming this for example reasons. But if you're the type of person that plays video games like all day, every day, like you're just constantly on the sticks, just playing away, you may have like your family member, significant other, or just an accountability partner in general tell you like dude or girl, like, you have a problem. But a lot of the times we don't want to admit to ourselves that we have a problem. But other people are sent into our lives to remind us and to give us clues by God or the universe or what have you, will tell you straight up, like, look, this is not serving you. Like, you playing video games all the time is really sucking up all your time from doing the things that you really want to be doing. Like whatever dream it is you have, or just with anything in general. Like I said, it doesn't have to be video games, but it can just be anything that you're clinging on to, for dear life, that's no longer serving you. And when you finally let it go, it's like your whole world just really blossoms right before your eyes. And many times we don't see it because we are so like comfortable in our own bubbles that to just give up something that's no longer serving us is really fucking scary. Like it really is. But you know that it must be done for your advancement on your path, because otherwise you will be stuck in the same cycle over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And it just seems like you're stuck in a loop, like a dog chasing its own tail, or like a butterfly that's flying around in circles with a broken wing. And I just want to expand on that for a moment. So I remember one night I was walking with a friend. You know, we was just walking and talking, right? And this was by my old high school. And we saw this butterfly that was on the ground. And it was just struggling to lift off. It was just trying its hardest to get up and fly high, but it couldn't quite make it because it just kept flying in circles. It just kept going in this circular pattern, like no matter if it was moving forward or it was moving backward, it was just moving in this circular pattern that seemed to be never ending. And then like I sat there and thought to myself, like, damn, how many of us live like that? How many human beings or souls live like that and don't even realize it? So just think about that for a moment. We have all been that butterfly in one way or another. Like we can have, you know, we can have a particular addiction to, like, let's say junk food, or to alcoholism, or to sex, or to drugs, or to overworking, which is ding, ding, ding. One of the things I'm still working on overcoming is workaholism, because I am the type of person, I would just keep going and 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 going to the point where I just exhaust myself. And I burnt myself more times than I would like to admit. But, you know, it's just one of those things that I'm still working on letting go, right? Because workaholism is not healthy. You know, I'm still putting in that work to combat that. And it's not easy, and I'm not perfect. I fall back into those patterns. But for the most part, I'm not like I used to be. Like I said, I'm still a work in progress and cutting that out amongst other things. But yeah, it's just like I'm enjoying the process of unfolding, and I have to constantly remind myself, Evan, which is my real name. If you guys didn't know, Evan Williams is my real name. Evan, do not beat yourself up, man. You are doing the best you can where you are. And so you need to continue to put in the work, of course. You know, don't just use I'm just doing my best as a cop-out, but as a means of being kind to yourself while you're working on bettering yourself, right? Because it's really a process, guys. Like, I'm not just gonna tell you and be all motivation, be like, get rid of what no longer serves you. Get rid of it now. Because I realize, like, you know, us as souls inside of these human vessels, our humans are very habitual. And it's hard to break those patterns. And to break those patterns, it's going to take great effort, and it's going to take great determination to break free from it once and for all, and to finally live up to our highest potential. But in order to do that, we have to just break every chain and just keep moving forward. We must keep moving forward. Because otherwise, we're just going to live our lives just in a constant loop, just going round and round in circles, or as Mark Manson likes to say, the feedback loop from hell, right? Because you get stuck in this vicious cycle of holding on to these addictions and habits that no longer serve you, and then you feel like shit for it, and then you start beating yourself up, and then you just keep going on this downward spiral, that feedback loop into hell. So the best way to combat that is to put in the inner work to really cut these habits out of your life, and to walk away from anything and anybody that doesn't serve you anymore. If it means from leaving your negative ass job with your negative ass boss, with your negative ass coworkers, then so be it. If it means leaving a collegiate institution that no longer serves you, so be it. If it means leaving behind those family members that are constantly putting you down and lowering your vibration, so be it. If you have to let go of that negative ass friend you keep hanging around, then so be it. You gotta let it go. Okay? And I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying this is easy. But what I'm saying is that once you do let it go, you'll feel free. You'll feel light as a feather. You'll start floating upwards. It's like, I like this analogy that Victor Otto uses. And if you're watching this, Vic, you know, you've inspired my videos. As a matter of fact, you're inspiring this topic that I'm speaking on right now with the recent video that you did. And yeah, because he was talking about how you're like a hot air balloon. And you know, you're floating higher and higher and higher as you're getting rid of one thing after the other, but you have to cut off that last rope so that you can totally fly up, so that you no longer have any anchors whatsoever. And also, I watched one of his recent energy updates for October 18th, and I'll have the link to that in the description below so that you guys can go see for yourself. But yeah, like Vic was also talking in that video about, you know, going through that storm, right? You may be going through a storm in your life right now where you're going higher and higher and higher on the vibrational scale, but you're seeing all of these storms, right? You're seeing the thunder and the rain and you're seeing all this crazy stuff going on. And you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, what's going on here? Like, I know I want to go, but at the same time, this shit is terrifying. Let me tell you right now, it is normal to feel this way. It's normal to feel nervous as fuck whenever you're going through a huge life change, because these huge shifts are not easy to deal with. Hell, I'm going through a huge shift right now as we speak. So I'm right in the same boat with you. It's not like I'm just saying this stuff just to be saying it. I'm saying it because I've been through it and I'm going through it right now. Right? Because it's all a part of the process of getting rid of anything and everything that is not you so you can get back to the real you. And that's going to take a lot of discomfort. It's going to take a lot of inner work. And it's going to take a lot of just cutting out anything and everything and anybody and everybody that no longer serves your highest good. It's going to take that, you know? Like there is no growth without discomfort. Point blank, period. So with that being said, I'm gonna end the video right here. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for coming in the House of Greatness. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and also hit the bell right next to it so you guys get updated on any videos that I put out. And also, if you guys want to make donations to this channel so that I can keep doing what I'm doing, the link to my PayPal is in the description below, and my hashtag name is there as well. So with that being said, make sure to like, leave a comment, and share this with your family and friends that are going through this. Make sure to share it on all your social media platforms so you can get the word spread out to anybody that's going through a discomforting situation and letting go of what no longer serves them. And also, while you're commenting, I want you guys to comment what particular thing or person or addiction that you're working on letting go, but it's extremely uncomfortable right now. Let's talk about it. All right? I love you. Peace in and out, and I'll see you guys on the next video.
Hello guys, I am the owner of 8 Mil Productions, a video production company that makes music videos, narrative films, music videos, and also edits videos for anyone who doesn't have the time to edit them. You can contact me via my social media and my email. My email is 8milproductions@gmail.com. My Facebook is Evan Youngblood Williams, and my Instagram is at Spiritual Intellect. My rates vary, and I am looking forward to working with you. Have an amazing day.